Good morning, everyone. How are you? How is your week? How is your mood? So I'm waiting for all your comments. Today we will talk about personal growth project. So you can guess what it means. You need to send me the project for the next time. And today we will discuss what should we do and how we can do. First of all, let's look at our agenda. The first thing, it's choosing ideas for the project. Then progressive transformation mirror. You will learn a little bit more about this technique and what it is. Setting smart goals, developing an action plan, and project presentation. Good, but so hot. Yeah, I completely agree with you. I can't imagine just being at home without air conditioner, and being outside, it's so sunny and hot. Everything is good. Okay, nice to hear that everything is good for you. Me good as well. So let's send back to the projects. Your task to choose one of the topics that you might see here. The first one, a new skill you want to learn. So think about either there is something that you haven't tried, but you really want to learn it. Maybe you might change a new experience you want to get, an old weakness that you want to transform into a strength, and a big dream that you want to come true. So which topic seems the most interesting for you? Agree. So send me numbers 1, 2, 3, or 4. Which is better or interesting for you? So all of you might choose different topics. It's not a problem. Just for me to know what appeals. Okay. So now you choose the topic for your project. If you wanna change it later, it's okay. It's not a problem. But just to have some ideas what we will work with. Because basing on it, we will discuss a little bit later. Sorry, we need to choose a topic from here for our project. Yeah, sure. So this is the topic for your project, and this project is based on your personal development. I'll send you the link where you can upload. Yeah, you've tried previous time. Yeah, and now you will have one more project. Yeah, mainly of you choose number 4, a big dream that you want to come true. Really interesting topic. So all of them are close. Yeah, the main idea is based on the developing as well as skills or experience. So now let's find out what for do we need it. Progressive transformation mirror. Do you have any idea what it is? So sure, you know all these words separately, yeah, but what it might be in our topic, let's look closer. Progressive transformation mirror is a specific goal setting, mindness changing technique. Yes, you do need to complete this project for the next time. So you will have 1 week to upload this in the folder that I'll send the link for you. No, you can't unfortunately send this to messages because you can send only text, and you need to make a presentation like PowerPoint. Yeah, you have the whole week to decide on the topic. I can share also the topics with you in our general chat. Yeah, I'll send you the link one more time and send you the topics to choose. So progressive transformation mirror can be used to develop a growth mindset, stay motivated, believe in your own efforts, and transform your problems, weaknesses, or obstacles into your goals. So let's look closer. Is it important? It is recommended to send me the presentation, but in case you won't, nothing happens. So definitely I won't put your marks not good, not bad, but this is an opportunity for you to practice with the projects. And next month in August, you will have similar kind of projects, and you will have opportunity to win the prize for it. The prize might be really interested. And for example, if we have a lot of projects, at the last month, in August, and it would be difficult to decide which one is the best because only one person will get this prize. Definitely those who send me projects regularly will have more chance for it. Yeah, I'm confident that I will like all your projects. It might be really interesting because the topic seems quite just, I don't know how to express it. But for me, it seems that it's an opportunity, to set the goal, develop. It's a kind of challenge that might be interesting for you personally. And you can just not do it like a kind of project, but you can understand for yourself what aims, what goals you might achieve. And then in a time when you decide when, you might just check either you did it or not. So problem, obstacles, or weakness. Here you can see this black dot. Imagine that there is some situations in your life which is a problem and obstacles or something you consider to be a weakness. This is the first point we will work with. Next point, it's some factors that you might see. There are some conditions that actually make the situation negative or problematic. So first we have to identify and describe those factors. Now, let's imagine that these problems, obstacles, or weakness that we are working reflects in an imaginary progressive transformation mirror. So, what do you think when we reflect the problem? What we have on the other side? Are there any ideas? Yeah, definitely it's goal. And usually we prefer to set a goal, and then just think what problems might occur. I'll explain as for Kirill's question a little bit later, okay, with more details. Now I'll give you the topic. So when we set a goal, what problems might occur? You first decide what you want to achieve, and then you analyze all the obstacles. Here we move from another part. First, solution goals, all of them are the same. Great. So with goals, we have one more factor, and we call it tasks. At the same time, the factors of the problem, obstacle, weakness have become the tasks to fulfill in order to achieve the goal which is set. Also, we will look at slides that contain some real examples. As for the question, either you should write a text or make a video, actually, it's up to you. It might be like PowerPoint presentation, with the text, as I've gave you, so it would like this, approximately one of the slide and one of the ideas, with the problem, obstacle, weakness, some factors, goal, and what you should do. You can make it like a kind of video. You can make a presentation and also record audio presenting it, and I'll turn both your presentation and your audio. So it wouldn't be me who will imagine something what you want to tell, but it's just will be as you see it. That I think is much better. Or if you don't want to record any audios or videos, you can just send the presentation with the text and I'll read it and present on my own. So one of the points that we need is problem, obstacle, it's extra weight. And what might be the factors of people having extra weight? For example, I eat everything. When we don't control what we eat, either chips, ice cream, a lot of fruits, no vegetables, and a lot of other things that are not healthy. We just get extra weight, yeah, so it's impossible to lose. Then I eat at night. It might be another factor why we get weight. And third factor, I don't do sports. So then we set our goal, lose weight. And the task, the first one for the first factor, I eat everything, you need to develop a healthy diet. So decide what you should eat, what you shouldn't eat. For the second factor, develop eating schedule or schedule, yeah, like timetable when you do it. Third factor, I don't do sport. You can enroll to the gym or maybe any other activities that you like, playing volleyball, tennis, football, and the rest. Up to you. So as for the question, where should it be attached and what should be the size of the project? Okay, if you want, I can share the slide now. Just a second. This is the plan, yeah, of our presentation. I'll show you a little bit later with all the explanations. So you might see it's a presentation with 5 slides, yeah, and you should include here your goals, your problems, obstacles, and the rest. So one of the slides might look like this. For example, with obstacles, factors, and goals. As for the size, I don't know how big it might be, but 5 pages. And attached to the link that I share with you here in comments a little bit later. And also I send this link in our general chat. No more questions for now? Okay. Now let's work with the following thing. I'll show you the factors, goal, and your task to guess what problem might be. So the factor, I don't understand math. Factor 2, I don't prepare for my tests. And factor 3, my math teacher doesn't like me. So what might be the problem? There is one point that is the same in all these 3 factors, and this is the main problem. Can you decide or guess what it is? And what means no? What question was it? So goal, improve my grades in math. Task 1, find a tutor or a mentor. Task 2, practice before tests. And task 3, improve my relationship with my teacher. Bad mark. Yeah, Darina, you are right. Laziness. Okay, don't think that laziness is the point here. Bad math knowledge. So let's check. I often fail my math tests. So fail means getting bad mark. Yeah, you've guessed it correctly. And one more example. Problem is that person doesn't want to do anything. Maybe. But if we look here, yeah, I don't understand math. It doesn't mean that he or she doesn't want to do anything. Sometimes it's really happens that someone didn't explain it in a proper way and you can't get the idea. I don't prepare for the test. Yeah, here it's laziness and doesn't like me. It's not about doing anything again. Okay. So here, I don't plan. I don't have enough energy. And I do a lot of favors. Do favors, for example, when someone asks you, can you help? And you, yes, sure. And maybe you don't want even to do it, but you can't say no. What else? Do a lot of favors also means just, for example, there might be the project, the presentation that you need to do, but you don't want doing it. And you have your older sister, maybe older brother, or even younger, it doesn't matter. And they know English. So you asked him or her, or even manipulate, please make a presentation instead of me. And I won't tell mom that you broke the vase. This person might do you a favor. Okay, I will do it because I have no other chance. So the goal here, increase productivity. From the factor 1, don't plan. Learn how to plan and prioritize. Then, I don't have enough energy. You need to plan some rest, but there also should be a balance, when you are tired and you don't have rest in your timetable, you definitely need to plan it. If you planned resting for all the time, you will be tired of having a rest. So just balance would be perfect here. And third, learn to delegate and say no. So sometimes it's also important to reject, to say, no, I won't do it, no matter what consequences would be, but I'm not interested, it's not my task, I shouldn't do it. Or maybe learn to delegate, giving it to another person, if it's not important for you personally. So as for the problem, there was something, but you've deleted. Okay. Are there any ideas? What might be the problem with factors? I don't play, I don't have enough energy, and I do a lot of favors. The problem is the following: lack of time for everything. So do you agree that these are the factors for this problem? Can't do anything in time. Yeah, also true. Great. So now we will turn back, to our project and what should we do. Depending on the option that you've already chosen, for your project, choose any problem, obstacle, or weakness that you face on your way to. Here you can see again the topic for the projects. Acquiring your skills, getting your experience, transforming your old weakness into strengths, and making your big dream come true. So mostly of you choose topic number 4, making your big come true. Now you should think what problem, what obstacles might be on your way, what might happen for your big dream not to come true. When you know, what the problem might appear, you need to write it down. You can send it here in chat or just somewhere on a piece of paper for you personally if you don't want to share it with us. For example, if we're talking about acquiring a new skills, for those who choose the first topic. Again, think of a skill, that you want to acquire and what problem might be there. So either it's dangerous, either it has a lot of time to do it. Maybe you need a person who can teach you doing it. So think of a problem. Getting new experience, the same. What kind of experience you want and what problem might be. If you've chose third one, transforming your old weaknesses into strengths. So first of all, think about your weakness. It would be the problem itself, actually. And then we will think how to make it strength, not weakness anymore. Next step. Use positive transformation mirror technique to transform the problem, obstacle, weakness that you've chosen into a goal. So you remember, that we have this mirror technique and how it looks. I'll show you it one more time. Your task, complete this slide, yeah, the next one. You can do it in your notebook or maybe like in a line here in chats. So it's up to you, and then you need to share your results with us. So this is how it's look like. Your problem, obstacle, weakness that you already might know, yeah? Then think about 3 factors that prevent you. For example, getting a new experience or getting a new skills, yeah, practicing a new skills. What might it be? If it's a problem like I wanna travel on a bike, yeah, but I can't ride in a bike. So, or I don't have a bike. So you just decide for yourself what problem it is. My big dream is to be a swimming champion. That is really perfect dream. And it's difficult to achieve, but it's possible. So what might be the problem or obstacles? And also we need 3 factors. After that, you reflected into a goal, yeah? For example, with Yeva's goal, it is clear, yeah? To be swimming champion. And tasks that it is obligatory to do. So maybe like obstacle, it might be, I don't know, maybe being afraid of participating in difficult competitions. And one of the tasks might be to challenge and try yourself in one of the competitions. Maria's, my big dream is to go to the really popular college university. So here might be like a problem, yeah, that it's difficult because a lot of students trying to do the same. But there might be some factors, yeah, again, this is a goal that is possible to achieve. For example, popular college and university, is it in our country or in another country? I want to become a scientist. Interesting. Is there a specific sphere of a scientist or just in general? So is there something you would like to research? Maybe marine biologist, I don't know, or some universe. My big dream to live in England. Big dream is to live in England. Yeah, perfect. So maybe to live there, you need to know language a little bit, yeah, to be able to speak, find a job there. So you might find what you can do and how you can earn your money for living there. And also opportunities, maybe find a relative who also lives there. In another country. So for studying in another country, yeah, you need also to pass IELTS exam, for example, or maybe TESOL exam. So being aware what are the requirements of entering there. Become popular in rock music. Cool. So maybe you can even gather your band, yeah, music band, and practice all the time. Also now it's possible with some recording video, yeah, in YouTube, for example. I want to research humans, their mental illnesses. Might be interesting. I want to make a large business as company Apple. Yeah, it's also possible if you have some ideas, yeah, what definitely you would like to base your business on, why not? My big dream is to become physics. Cool. Good. So you already know your dreams and set your goals. That is really a big step. So your task to analyze your obstacles and factors and then present it to me. It would be really interesting to read all of them. Now let's setting a SMART goal. So you already had your goals and we might call them SMART. But what is the difference here? You might say acronym, yeah. SMART, S-M-R-A-R-T, is a mnemonic acronym. So giving a criteria to a guide in setting of goals in any kind of personal or business development. Do you know the word acronym? So it means, for example, when you know the word SMART, yeah, but here each letter has its meaning. And we can create the whole word, yeah, to understand what it means. My second big dream is to open an online casino. Nice. So you need to wait a little bit for it to be legal in our country. Yeah, just this year or next year, they are going to make it like a project, as I've heard, and you can start working on it. The principal advantage of SMART goal is that they're easier to understand and to know when they actually have been done. Look, we have SMART. It starts with letter S. What do you think letter S means here if we're talking about setting a goal? So it's the word that starts with letter S. What kind of goal might it be that you need to set and why? Are there any ideas? What is the first word that comes to your mind starting with letter S and connects with goals? Is there anything? So even if it's wrong, if you know some words that start with letter S, send it. Let's find out together. So I'll share the first one that is real. It's specific. It means that you must target a specific area for improvement. The word success also fits here. Yeah, okay. Science. So for someone, it might be a scientific goal, super goal or idea. Okay, but it also might be specific. So you need to know the area in which you wanna work. Okay, next one, M. What words do you know with letter M? Social, okay. With letter M now. Setting a goal with letter M. Again, success, social super, surprise, surprising goal. Okay, I think it's better to plan it. When you get it like a surprise, it's definitely pleasurable, but it might be not a goal. Satisfaction, definitely. So when you plan, satisfaction is very important as well, because you need to understand either you complete this goal or not. If you've just planned, you complete, and you haven't understand that you did it, you will get no satisfaction in it. Okay, Selling Eiffel Tower was the third time. With material, motivation, money, memorizable, multiplayer, measurable. Okay, Yeva, you've guessed this time. It's really measurable. Awesome. So measurable means that you must quantify or at least suggest an indicator of the progress. So, for example, if your goal is to pass IELTS, yeah, for entering the university, your measurable results might be get 0.6, get 0.7. So this is how you measure it. Or for example, if your goal to earn a lot of money, you should measure for yourself a lot. How much is it? Is it $1,000, $1 million? So you decide for yourself. This is measurable. Next one with A. What words do you know with letter A? So the first word that came to my mind, it's adequate. The goal might be adequate, but it's not the word that we have. So what are your ideas? Nothing for now. Attainable. That's really great. You are very close. You just give the synonym. Ambitious. Active. Okay. Advantages. Nice. Is there anything else? Achievable. Yeah. So again, Yeva is right. Yeah. Accurate. Also great ideas and words. Attractive. Yeah, it should be attractive for you personally, first of all. Otherwise, what for do we need it? And also attainable. Yeah. Daria commented. So these are the same words. It's achievable. That means that you must state what results can realistically be achieved and given available resources. So if you understand that your goal is not achievable, you need to understand also why and how you can make it achievable. Next one, letter R. Are there any ideas what it is? Abstractive, attractive, all achievable, attention. Okay, now with letter R. With I, it's a little bit more difficult, yeah? Rational, great word, rich, relevant, yeah, why not? Relevant, also good. Realistic, romantic, might be. Responsibility, or responsible, yeah. Okay. So I'll show you what we really have. It's result oriented. So which means that you must specify the actual result to achieve instead of describing process. And the last word, relevant reaction, the last letter is T. Retention, retainable. Okay, with T, what words do you know? So definitely all of you know this word. It is easy, and that is what's important for us. It answers the question when. And start with T. What is it? Timely or time-bound. Awesome. Yeah. Definitely, it's time-bound. You're quite smart. So time-bound means that you must specify when the result can be achieved. Yeah. Great. Time tricky. Wonderful. Now, when you know all these points, let's find out what is wrong with these goals. Trip to Mars. So trips to Mars, it's specific. Yeah, it's not a criteria, it's the goal itself. So let's look at the first one, increase my income. So is this goal smart? The goal is good itself, but we can't call it smart when we don't have the specific points. Yeah, for example, I need to increase my income twice. Here you know that now I earn, for example, $1,000. If you increase it twice, it would be $2,000, for example. Then it might be measurable. Here we can measure it like how much money do we have. Then achievable. Is it possible to achieve? Yes, it is. The question is how. What should we do for it? Also result oriented. Yeah, it's oriented on result. Yeah, when we've got it, we understand that this aim is completed. We did it. Yeah, not accurate. You're right. And also there is no time bounds because you can increase your income during the whole life, yeah, and you can do it just in a month. So it depends. And all these points we can say about the other three goals, yeah, for example, lose 30 kilos. With 30 kilos, it's measurable, it's achievable, but there is no time bound, yeah. It might be specific and result oriented. So the only problem here is that there is no time bounds. It can work, but not 100%. So with not 100%, you mean that it might be not achievable, yeah? It also depends on how much money you would like to get, yeah? And in what amount of time you would like to increase it. So get a plastic surgery. What is wrong with this one? This is specific. Yeah. Is it measurable? Probably yes. We can look at one face at another face, yeah, and understand what we want to achieve. For the second, Ruslan commented, you must have money for a car. Yeah, so it might be like one of the problem, one of the factor, yeah. Buy, it's not really difficult. You go and buy, but the problem is to have money for what you can buy it. Agree. So here I think everything is clear, yeah, and we can move forward. Now you set your goals, yeah, a lot of them, awesome goals that you sent to me, and your task, a little bit improve it and add it in present simple or in future perfect with the following sentences: till, and then you say in the period, or maybe by the end of, and again you say the period, I will have achieved this. So if you now, for example, add the 10th, yeah, or maybe in the 9th class or form, you know that you have 2 years to enter the university. So by the end of the 11th form, I will enter the university, or I will have passed the exams, yeah, for entering it. So set definite time when you want to do it. These goals can be achieved by they need to know why they need it. Yeah, definitely. So how important it for them personally? Agree. So can you set a time for yourself? Because you have really big goals, yeah, and some of them just can't be achieved for one day or maybe even in a week or in a year. So you need more time and definite plan. What should you do? Next one, developing an action plan. Yeah. Using the list of tasks you have identified with the help of progressive transformation mirror, develop a detailed action plan for how to accomplish your personal growth goal. What you have set using a SMART goal setting technique. So I have a comment from Dasha. Or Daria. By the end of summer, I will finish all my books. You mean reading or writing books? I ask yourself how, when, and where you will do everything it takes to achieve your goal. So here, for example, we can see by the end of the summer. Yeah, this is definite period. And also how you can do it. Till 2023, I will be a swimming champion. Cool. Also champion, yeah, if we're talking about more precise aims, would you like to be by the 2023 world champion or Ukrainian champion? So what about these frames? Reading. Good. By the end of my school, I learned how to play guitar. Good. Okay, and also how to play guitar. You can start, for example, with one song, yeah? When you have definite song and you will learn this one. It means that you can play the guitar or when you can play any song. So it also depends. Any music, to be more precise. Great. Now we will talk about the project presentations, yeah? What definitely you should do for the next time. Till my 20th birthday, I will be physics. Great. So you mean that you've entered the university, yeah? Or you've got a diploma to be in physics? What does it mean for you personally? For the presentation project, you need to follow the step below. First, make a brief PowerPoint presentation to present your personal growth project to your class. So I think with this one, it's clear. Ukrainian champion. Okay, now we have more definite aim. Till I won't be adult, I will learn in school well. And what does it mean for you to become an adult? So should you be maybe 18 years old, 20 years old? What is adult for you? Are there some age discrimination for being adult? So PowerPoint presentation. Then prepare to deliver a speech for 1 or 3 minutes presenting your project. Yeah, it would be recommended, yeah, if you will be able to record a speech, and it might be even interesting because I may not get and tell all your ideas how you think it. That is why I wanna hear it from you personally. And then be ready to answer the questions of your audience. When we look through the presentations, yeah, we might get some questions from other here in chat, and just be ready to type the answers to it. Now, as for the plan, yeah, how it should look like. The first slide, you start with it. What is your SMART goal? So definitely you tell us the goal. Yeah, it might be like for the whole slide with big capital letters. But it's better to include for all the points. If it's SMART goal, start with specific and be specific. Then measurable, how you can measure. Achievable, how can you achieve it? Either you can or can't. Then result-oriented and time-bound. Then on the second slide, what are the problems, obstacles, or difficulties you can face on the way to your goal and how you're going to overcome them. So here you can draw like a huge circle, yeah, or dot as I presented, or you can present it in any other way. Just type the obstacles or difficulties you can face. Also some ideas. So this is our reflection mirror. With the slide 3, what 3 things do you have to do in order to achieve your goal. So I do not oblige you to do it like first, second, third slide. You can put everything in one slide if it's comfortable for you and if you have enough. You can make more slides or just divide it as you wish, but get all this information here, okay? Next slide. What help and resources will you need to achieve your goal, and where will you get this help and resources? So maybe you can read a book, yeah, about how to run a business or how to run a company such as Apple. Yeah, there are a lot of useful information about it. I've read about Starbucks and coffee, how they made it. It's also interesting. So find out about the resources. Maybe you know a person who is good at it and you may ask him or her personally. Then slide number 5. How can your goal help you personal growth? Here I want from you, if it's a speech, yeah, you can tell. If it's just a presentation, at least 3-5 sentences. What is important? Why is this goal important for you? And how it might help you to grow. Are there any questions? I think about 16, 17 as for question with adults. Okay, I've just asked because you won't studying at school all the time. Yeah, in 20, definitely you've already finished it. So 16, it might be, yeah, 17, you can even enter the university, if I'm not mistaken. Great. Now you will watch a video and then I'll ask you some questions. First of all, your task, watch and decide either you agree or disagree with Harvard Schultz, who is on the video.
I feel so strongly that the reason I'm here is I dreamed big dreams. I dreamed the kind of dreams that other people said would not be possible. I'm also living proof. This isn't a Hollywood movie. I come literally from the other side of the tracks. If you saw where I grew up and we took a picture of it, the neighborhood, the setting, you'd say it's impossible that someone could come from there and get here. But it is possible. If you dream big and surround yourself with great people and leave your ego at the door and share success with others and have a little luck along the way, you can do anything. But there will be people along the way, and I remember this, who will say to you, you know, you're dreaming too big. It's not possible. Those things just can't happen. Don't allow anyone, friend, family, acquaintance, teachers, whoever it is, don't allow anyone to tell you that what you are dreaming for yourself and your family is not possible. It is possible. Don't be one of those people 20 years from now are going to be walking around in a 9-to-5 job, miserable and angry and bitter because you let your dreams get away from you because you did not believe strongly enough in yourself and what was possible. Don't allow that to happen. This is an unbelievable time. And I can't encourage you enough to continue to think that things are possible and that your dreams can come true.
So with this video, no, you don't need to record the same or similar videos. This is just for us to discuss. You need to create a presentation, yeah, for the plan that I showed. Also here, I send the link. You may find it out. And then I'll open it and show how it works, or you can try it yourself. So as for the video, do you agree or disagree with Harvard Schultz's opinion? Do you think personally that all your big dreams can be achieved no matter what other people think? So that is really important and it's definitely true. And is there anyone who told you that you can't achieve your goal, maybe because of some reasons? Someone who doesn't believe in you? Have you heard about it once in your life? So as for me personally, I set myself a lot of aims, goals. And I often heard such a phrase that you just think that you live in a fairy tale. And when I achieved that, so some people couldn't believe that it's really possible. And it just I don't know, something that the coincidence happened, you are lucky, or something like this, because usually things doesn't go this way. So if you believe, you can achieve it, no matter what other people think. Okay, yeah, you had a lot of it. Now I haven't such people in my life. So it's definitely important when you have someone who supports you. And sometimes if this aim seems unbelievable and unachievable for you, you can find a person, who can help. And even those unbelievable things really may come true as a dream. So I promised you to share the link, yeah? Okay. So the link that I send you, when you follow it, you can see it like this. Google Drive, the folder. You all know how it works. Just put here the document, and you create it. Don't forget to type your name, surname. It would be easier to understand. If you have both audio and presentation, create a folder better. Here with your name, and I can open both of them. So are there any questions with this one? You should pause this presentation till the next Thursday, in a way as you wish. You don't need to draw something, but if you want, you can. Also, while presenting, it is important to give a persuasive speech for a person to believe that you really can do it. Just a second, I'll share the screen. Here it is. So the question for you, what is a persuasive speech? Do you have any ideas of this word, persuasive? So when someone doesn't believe you, you should persuade them or make them believe in you. Okay, here I can see a question from Andriana, which presentation? So you should make a presentation about your goals or aim, what you want to achieve, following the reflection mirror. Also, I think you know that you can open this webinar one more time and see any slides that I showed yet to re-listen to it. Just this is webinar number 6, so you can find it out. When you scroll, you will have all the specific, measurable, achievable, what SMART goals are. So all the slides that I showed you, you can use them. And follow the plan with 5 steps, 5 slides that you need to do on the topic that you've chosen. So if you need, send me, I need to choose or to look at the topics one more time. Or just send me the topics and I'll show you again these topics if you need. Okay. So is it clear now what presentation you should do? Here you might see the slide. What is a persuasive speech? Can you give me a synonym to the word persuasive? How can you understand it? When someone doesn't believe you, you need to persuade, to make them believe. So the synonym would be to believe, yeah, or to force someone to believe. Then name some examples of a persuasive speech using real life situations. Was there any cases when your friend tells that this is true, I did it, and you don't believe him? So you can't, it's impossible. And how can they persuade you? So, for example, they might show a video, yeah, them doing it, or maybe other people who can prove it, or the things, if they created it, for example, on their own, they can show this thing. Convincing, yeah, really great synonym. Good. So it's better not just telling what you can do, but showing. In this way, everyone will believe you. Now look at for definition a persuasive speech. It contains information to help people make a decision. It works to convince people to change in some way. The way they think or do something, or to start doing something that they are not currently doing. The speech will be successful if at the end of it, the audience is willing to make the change that was suggested. So, what makes it persuasive? There are some topics, yeah, some ideas. For example, I will read it to you and you tell me either in this situation a person should be persuasive or no. A lawyer trying to convince a jury. So do you think that lawyers must be always persuasive? Or just do the best that they can to persuade other people? If you think yes, send me plus, no minus. So also when I told you always, I mean not in real life, yeah, when they just, I don't know, speak with a child, but when they do their job. At a trial, yeah, for a person not to get to prison, a lawyer should prove his innocence. Of course, yeah. What about a politician asking people to vote for them? And why is it important and does it help? So for example, with lawyer, when he provides evidence, yeah, we understand, yeah, this person is not guilty. And with politicians, when they give their speech and they promise a lot, how can they be persuasive? Can you send me the number, yeah, the percentage that you might think politicians are persuasive before just the elections, the period when people vote for them to become a president? So how usually they are persuasive? Do you believe to them? And if yes, how many percent? You need to convince people to believe in you. Yeah, that is really true. So for example, do something beforehand, yeah, only if someone have paid money. So you mean that the politicians, then people will believe if someone will pay money for them? 19%. Okay, so for our country, it seems to me that president, I'm not talking about the current president, just in general, judging by your answers, that all the president's speech are not persuasive. Maybe because that they promised a lot, yeah, and in fact we didn't get what was promised. And you may believe once to a person, you may believe second time, but for the third time you will just hesitate and think that it won't happen because you lied me for 2 times already. Okay, so I want to finish today's lesson with the quotation. Character may almost be called the most effective means of persuasion. So it's only you, yeah, who can persuade other and your character. I wish you to have a good week, yeah, and see you next time. Bye-bye.